What is different about the FAC1 Framework Alliance contract?
Well, thanks for asking that. This is the first ever strategic alliancing contract in a standard form. So we've got something here, it's unlike any other standard form. It's bringing the parties together on a set of related projects or a set of related appointments. And what it's intending to do is combine the workflow of a framework or the integration of a set of related works packages with the culture and the processes of an alliance. It's published by the Association of Consultant Architects. We have endorsement from Constructing Excellence and indeed from the Construction Industry Council. So what you've got is something that starts with agreed objectives. Why are we going into this? What are the success measures? What are the targets? How do you incentivize people? And if it doesn't work, how do you get out? Who's in it? All of the parties are brought together because it's a multi-party arrangement. And what are they actually going to do? Setting out agreed activities that they're doing beyond the scope of their individual appointments. So we leave the individual appointments alone. Any form of contract works under FAC1, but when they come together, they have a set of agreed activities that go beyond that for the benefit of the projects and the programme. It has some non-adversarial governance that perhaps we'll discuss later, and it has great flexibility because we've separated out legal and special terms to give it the scope to work internationally.
How important is the contract in setting a project culture?
Very interesting, because people often say contract has nothing to do with project culture and the two are separate. I can't see how that is right. We all know that a successful culture of any relationship depends on people, but if the people don't have a governance system, that is optional. And if it's optional, in other words, if it isn't written down with some kind of supporting rules, firstly, people will come at it from different angles, dependent on their experience. Secondly, frankly, they may misunderstand, even with the best intentions, what each other are up to, what they expect. So what we've got in here is a very proven system, which is the core group. It's worked very well under other contract forms. And the idea is that we have named individuals or alternates who must attend a meeting if it's called by the alliance manager. If they attend, voting is by consensus, not majority, so people are not cornered in any way or put on the back foot. But if they don't attend, they don't have a vote. And the key to that is people need to get in the room to think about innovation, to think about implementing something that stretches the potential of the alliance members, of the alliance, but they also need to get in the room to try to address problems, even if they don't particularly want to see each other. The meeting is the thing. So to me, the project culture, of course, it comes from the quality of the people and the pre-contractual selection process, the workshops, the co-location, all of these things are hugely important. But a set of rules by which people meet and by which they make decisions seems to me an integral part of it, and that comes with the contract.
How does your contract deal with early warning of issues requiring attention?
Yes, things are going to happen that people don't expect. Remember, we're looking at this strategically. We're not on the construction phase of individual projects. We're looking at the planning of individual projects, the selection of the parties, the teams for individual projects through direct award, through competitive award. Then we're looking at early orders, and we're looking, as I say, at joint activities to improve value, whether that's Tier 2, Tier 3 supply chain collaboration, a BIM, there's BIM systems in here as well. But if things aren't going right, we need to know. So there is an early warning system in there. The reaction to the early warning is not something that's a client discretion or an alliance manager discretion. It goes to the core group, and the core group seek a solution off the back of the early warning. The early warning has to be accompanied by proposals, and that picks up prospective breach, prospective dispute, problems in relation to meeting targets, anything where we're not quite going where the contract intended to go should be a matter of an early warning and should be for core group review. It's not guaranteed that there'll be a solution, but as you know, Stephen, from the PPC 2000 work. It's that entire contract suite went to court twice in 17 years, and I would say that owes a huge amount to the core group function, so I think it's of value here as well.